Okay, I get my early morning start as usual and heading down US 89. This hike is in Davis County today completely. I'm going to take the I-15 today, going down the I-15 in Davis County to the 500 West turn off in Bountiful, a left-hand turn off the freeway, which is kind of unusual. Then we get to 400 North, we make a left-hand turn, and then we head up to the canyon, going right up the mountain, right at this point. We make a left-hand turn at North 1300 East, almost at the top in Bountiful. Make that left-hand turn and head on up. Oops. Headed to the Bountiful gun range by mistake. Should have made a right turn on North Eagle Ridge Drive East, which turns into Skyline Drive. And now we head up at Skyline Drive, which is Ward Canyon Road. It's kind of a small road, not that well maintained. This video is showing that it's not very bumpy. Trust me, it's bumpy. And now we head into the parking lot at the Skyline Sessions Trailhead. And no one is here. Unbelievable. This is the Great Western Trail. It's another trail you can take. Okay, here we are at the Skyline Sessions Trailhead today. Nobody here. I'm on my own today, completely. So we'll see how this goes. This trail doesn't look very well defined, so it'll be kind of like bushwhacking a little bit. But the road up here was ridiculous, like Farmington Canyon Road. But we're here, and it's a beautiful day, and we'll get started now. So great views from the trailhead today, looking out to the Great Salt Lake. Okay, here we go. Okay, this trail gets going, and immediately you can see that it's kind of overgrown and very minimal trail. Not a well kept up trail at all. A lot of overgrowth, difficult to get through actually. That's the first peak I'm heading up to today. And we are greeted with amazing wildflowers again today. This is amazing for September. The trail winds itself up this mountain peak. This trail is completely washed out. If you can't even walk in it, so I had to walk on the side. It's pretty steep, but we eventually make our way up to the top. Beautiful day. We now approach peak number 8775, first peak of the day. They have this monolith, this cairn that's up there. It's amazing. And looking back down to where I came from just a few minutes ago. Beautiful panoramic view of Salt Lake City and the surrounding mountains. Those are the Ochre Mountains in the background with the Great Salt Lake right there. There's Bountiful Peak, the one I'm heading off to, and Francis Peak on the side. Here we come to peak 8874, another peak. Not very defined, and at this point the trail is completely washed out. There isn't a trail. So basically what I have to do is just follow the ridgeline, and here we come to another peak, peak 8874. Yeah, it's just uphill, up and down all day long with no trail. But beautiful views, and that's where I came from just a few minutes ago. This trail gets a little dicey because it's kind of steep and rocky, but we still have tons of wildflowers that are in bloom. And we finally make it up to peak 8880. Just another peak as you climb along the ridge line here in Davis County on the Wasatch Mountains. And there's the Bountiful Peak in the distance that I'm heading to. It's a little time lapse, a little motion lapse during my lunch break. Just an amazing view. It was beautiful today. It was a nice place to stop. Some more wildflowers, and as we head on up, we get into this incredible field of wildflowers that are changing colors due to the changing seasons that are approaching rather quickly. That's looking out towards Morgan, Utah, and it's a beautiful day. The trail gets steeper as we approach. No trail, but the view is constant along the whole trail. And I run into a bird. I'm not quite sure which kind of bird this is, but it's perched there on the top of the peak. Here we are at the top. I've reached the top of this peak, which is Centerville Peak, 8,988 feet. Beautiful view from the top here. That's the Great Salt Lake in the distance. Not many trees at this elevation. Lots of rocks, lots of little brush and stuff, and I wish I'd worn my long pants today. It would have been a better day. Anyway, that's peak number 9079. I decided to bag that. I got tired of traveling over these non-trail routes, and so eventually I come down this little ravine, and I see the road to the left. So I take this Jeep trail, take it to the left, and then hike down this Jeep trail to get onto some flat ground, which would be a little easier to traverse. Get down on a flat road. So here we are, going up the flat road. This is Skyline Drive, actually. Take a little shortcut here to the right, which takes me up to the peak quicker. So I took it and made my way up, eventually getting to the base of Bountiful Peak. It's about a 250 to 300 foot climb. And this is the final ascent up to Bountiful Peak. An amazing, amazing view today. Bountiful Peak, 9,259 feet. There's the marker on the top. And it has an incredible marker. Somebody's put skis, snowboards, and a green chair, believe it or not, at the top of this peak. It's amazing. Okay, I'm at the top of Bountiful Peak. I'm too afraid to sit in this chair. There's no way. But anyway, I'll stand here. Unbelievable view to the top here today. Weather is holding up great, and everything is wonderful. So we made it. Now I head back down. There's a great shot of the Great Salt Lake. Antelope Island. Not really an island. This is the new freeway they're building in Davis County, open next year. And then the two mainstays, I-15, US 89, that run up through Davis County. And that's the main way to get on this trail, is to have one of those vehicles. And the wildflowers along the road still prevalent. Okay, the final few steps of this great hike today was kind of a long one, almost 7 miles, but very enjoyable, even though it was a tough climb without trail. Thanks for watching.